Hello, everybody. Welcome to this read. It's going to be the normal energy read. It's going to go up a day early just because logistics. But it's going to be from Monday, the 28th to the 31st of October here. So, and then the plan is uh, obviously there's a new moon on the 1st of November. But there's sort of darker energy kind of kicking up here. I can even, you know, feel it right now. So we just want to make sure we're not susceptible to that, to do our best to stay in the light. Yeah. So I'm going to the next video, we'll do the moon read as part of it, but we'll focus on adding some light because the other event that's happening in there too is Diwali, which is basically the celebration of, you know, light's victory over dark, which I think we're kind of headed straight towards, but we'll get into that in that video. I've got a lot of little notes and stories and stuff, so we'll do that. We'll do the moon read, and we'll look at also doing maybe just a little quick invocation of light or prayer or meditation or something. And yeah, we'll get into all of that in the video. So stay tuned. Okay, let's look what the first part of this week's gonna bring though. Yeah, it definitely, again, never to shock or like scare people. We don't want to be in fear, but you know, the dark is on its way out and it knows it and it's kicking up the dust everywhere. Okay, we got the moon. So yeah, this week's really important in terms of the moon in general really represents that psychic side of us. And so it is. And look, the dark dog, the light dog. It's sort of like the interesting thing about all of this is it's about you and it's about what you choose. Can you balance dark and light and be in a good position of that? Again, or you might, some people are going to choose to be, they're just going to go dark. That's what they want to do, right? It's kind of coming up like it's a choice point, right? The spiritual battle we've been in, the judgment day, right? That's been coming up a lot in the cards. And judgment day is not, you know, you don't, it's like it's not the bad thing, but it's our free will planet, and it comes down to, hey, it's up to you. What do you want? What do you want to choose? And you can have a balance of both, and we should have a balance of both, right? All right, what does the card actually say though? I use my intuition and intelligence to guide me at all times. Yeah, that's having a balanced dark and light side, right? Is like we're in balance and we're listening to ourselves. Yeah, this moon's going to be really, really important. It's interesting too because it's a new moon, which means basically the sky is void of light, right? It's a dark moon. Um, I think we're really being encouraged to, like, I hate to say it like this, but figure our shit out. And in terms of like, what path are we choosing? Yeah, okay. So we always get this card right as a shift is about to happen. It's like, but it's not quite, again, energy's not quite in. The card is ready, but waiting. Again, I always direct to this is like the peace dove is in her hands. Like she's just about to release it. Um, yeah, choose peace, choose love, and get ready this week because basically this is the get ready card. There's a big shift on its way. And ready but waiting is like we're ready to make our decision known. Like, I choose the light, right? I work for the light, I choose the light. Yeah. Anyway, let's look at the first couple days here. That's the overall week. Yeah. Like I said, I just say this stuff to kind of like to have us prepared. Um, because, it's just easier to come from a place of preparing, in my opinion, anyway. Um, and how we do that for this shift is by having done the work. Okay, having done the work and and not, you know. Oh, interesting. I feel like you need 3 of these. I just take them from the. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Looking at Monday through Thursday here, up to the lead up to Halloween. First up, the storyteller. We've been through this so many times. The blank page. The story, we have the key to unlock everything, to write the new story, right? We're almost there. It's almost time for us to go into action. But the thing is that this is asking us to keep working on that plan. What is your plan? What do you want to like, again, what do we want to see in this new? We have to keep dreaming, manifesting, and focusing on that. We got a cautionary card for this beginning part of the week is dissipating. Um, just wasting our lives away watching the propaganda TV machine. So again, this week instead of doing this, and this includes everything, right? Like this includes me on YouTube. Like if we're just like, I do this all the time. Like all I do is watch YouTube stuff and distract myself. Um, it's really important though that we're doing the work this week instead. So if you have the chance to just switch it off, switch it off. Because we're supposed to be writing the next great new Earth novel, and we're kind of just letting this happen to us. And I get sometimes this is an easier place to be too, because it's when it's so overwhelming, when this is so overwhelming. Oh, I just realized for those of you that know, it's card number 17. There's going to be a lot of interesting stuff this week coming out. So it's going to be hard not to be distracted by it, but it's just going to be like the next 2 weeks are just like boom, 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 boom. Can't say it any other way. Um, try not to like dissipate and let ourselves just go. Try to be doing the work and staying in the light. Um, we got the We Are the World card, which is awesome because I think this means, again, these colorful, enlightened beings with all the light behind them, we're it's coming together. We're coming together to save. We don't need to save Mother Earth, Gaia. She's fine, but we have to save humanity, and everything that goes around with that. So, um, it's time. We're get the uniting front is uh, is growing, is joining together in energy and light. And you'll notice too, there are also all the chakra colors, right? So we're bringing in everybody in a different level of consciousness, and we're getting together because that's it. It's time to save this world. This is the job we came to do. So it's nice. We're all starting to unite. The energy is starting to really form together. So okay. I I initially just drew one. We'll read these two second because the third one I drew I want to pay attention to first. It's the money card. Finances, power, generosity, abundance. Really think something big is coming in the next couple of days or weeks with with the old financial system. It has to go. It's going to be painful. It's going to be crazy. Um, Even just saying that, I'm sure you're sitting there going, well, how would that even work? And like, what does it even look like? The key I want to remind you is it may not happen right away, but the final word in this card is abundance. We, it's not going to be a pretty switch over. It's going to be rough and it's going to be hard, but keep your wits about you and know that this is all coming together. We're changing all these systems. Um, we came to do this, right? We came to clean up this mess. And so no one said it was ever going to be easy, but again, we write this story. We write this ending. You can write the happiest ending you want, but that's the goal of what we need to be doing this week. So even when things are just like on their way down, um, try to find those moments of solace for yourself where you just like it's going to be okay, right? The light has already won. We just can't stray from that, because if we go into fear, we just give up and we just waste our lives away. Um, and this is also like there's a little bit here is like beware too of what you are listening to and watching, because there's going to be a lot of fear mongering. There's going to be a ton of propaganda. Like this is going to be a 101 crash course in you using your discernment and knowing what is real and what isn't. And it's not going to be super easy, but again, even though you may not think you have the skills, you totally do. All right. We also got the communication card. Self-expression, exchange, sharing, connection. That goes along with this again, right? It's like we're starting to like again group into these like-minded groups and people and keep talking and basically keep spinning the web of what's to come, right? And that's with everybody. It's like it's going to be fine. Like this is the time. Like if you've just been kind of like doing your work and not really connecting with people, start communicating and connecting with people, because there's more of us out there than there's a whole world of us out there. We have to start like communicating and getting our stories kind of in alignment so we can like manifest this, right? Sharing connection. Connection's the big one this week. Start looking for ways we're going to connect. We also got forgiveness. That's funny. When I turned it over at first, I thought it said frequencies. So, but be aware of that this week too. Where is your frequency level? Again, frequency or forgiveness. Oh my God. Forgiveness, again, hard one. We talked about this last week, but it's obviously part of the reason it goes into whatever this next process is. And I'm guessing it's because of like some of the stuff that we're going to learn. And again, like let's talk the financial thing. Like what that means at the core of whatever happens. Well, we know what would be the event that would happen. Um People, that's going to be the biggest moment where people understand that they've been lied to their entire lives. That little paper dollar bill, it ain't worth nothing. It ain't worth nothing. That's gonna this is gonna be a really difficult time for some people because they're gonna lose their entire life savings. Like, right? Can you imagine you work all that's you've been taught. That's what you have to do. You work and work and work and work. And you save and save and save. And then, you know, the ones and zeros, it's gone. like like I'm going through this like laughing only because I don't have savings and I have no money. So it really doesn't matter anyway. But it's really going to upset some people, right? Letting go, healing, growth, compassion. So this is going to be a forgiveness of self too, because I think a lot of people are going to blame themselves. They're going to be like, how did I not see this? How did I, or and anger about being lied to. And this is a tough one, but it's what we have to do. It sucks, you guys, I know, but it's like it goes back to that first kind of cards with the dark and the light, and it's like we have to choose our path, right? Because like we could get the information that we get and we can let it anger us so much that we just go out and do something equally as terrible or worse, right? And it's like, okay, you know what? I just did the best with what I could at the time I had, and now it's more important that we're not focusing on um, on revenge, on any of those things, those low there, because again, that's why I think why it came up like for frequencies with me. It's like if we go into that low fear, anger energy, it's not serving anything, it's not correcting anything, it's not cleaning stuff up, it isn't helping. So like we say forgiveness, and it's like it's probably going to take you a long time to forgive, but just be like, okay, just it's just a matter of not going into that dark energy, because they're really going to try to get us this week. Again, we'll talk about that with the moon video that's coming right behind this one, because it is like we're in a battle of dark versus light right now, and we have been for quite a while. But like I feel like the choice point is coming up. How do you react to this? Like, do you participate and come together, or do you just let it consume you and you just say, I give up, I don't care anymore, I'm just done with this? Um, it's coming down to the table of like, do you choose dark or light? And that sounds just basic and easy, but but it's a soul searching week asking us like, where are you in this, and how are you going to react, right? Again, it's like that old, there's the adage, right? It's not how people react to you, it's how you react in the situation, right? So if you're going to get mad and fly off the handle and like, grab the pitchforks and torches and like try to go after the monsters, um, we have to somewhere in our brain pick differently, because we need to pick the light thing, which is okay, that happened. Again, it's the judgment and the judge, and that's not for us. We're here to witness and then transmute that energy so it's more positive. So you can't do that coming from a place of fear and anger and hatred and all of that, right? That's not choosing the light, right? Forgiveness is a hard one, but it's how we choose the light. Letting go, healing, growth, compassion. Compassion has always been the key too. Compassion and love has always, they kind of go hand in hand about what we're supposed to be doing here, right? Compassion for everything, no matter what somebody's done. And I know that's asking a lot of everybody, but it is sort of the key of like where we need to be right at this moment. All right, I'm just going to read one card here from the Nature's Rhythm Oracle, and I'm going to leave it there because everything else we're going to sum up in the moon video. The moon video will also be, like I said, a little bit of a celebration of the light and the Diwali story, um, and and the new moon. Even though it's not again, it's a dark. There's no actual full moon in the sky, so it's almost like that Thursday, that Halloween night. It is like this, like exactly like you will be presented with both dark and both light, and how do we use that? Um, I always was always taught like we don't demand things of the universe, we command. So like we need to be in control of what we're thinking, saying, being, doing. Like it's going to be, it's the reason I did break it up like this into wreaths is because I knew we need to have tools for Halloween night, because they are going to turn the dark up to 11. And we have to be the light bringers, the light showers, the light workers that we are, and equally crank that up. So instead of sitting over here in the dark, in the fear, and letting it get to us, we don't. We just circumvent it all, and we're just like, I bring only light, only love, only light, only love. All right, let's see what this final card says. 7, embodiment. I need the book for that. I think we've had this one before, but I can't remember. Embodiment. I embody great strength and courage in the face of change and adversity. That's what we need to do this next couple days. Gather up your strength, you guys, and courage. You have all that you need to survive and thrive in this life. To embody this strength is to walk with the confidence that you are whole and powerful. Wherever you go, there you are. Do not wait for external things to improve how you feel. The epitome of good health is within you. Yeah, it's just like we already have it. We have everything we need to write the story and to like unite this planet and bring it into the light. But it's going to be work, and like I said, it's going to hit us at a it's gonna hit us like a 1-2 punch with as much dark energy as it can, because if it can take you down, it's going to this week. It is going to take you down because it doesn't want us being powerful and together and uniting. It does not want that. So yeah, so like an event might happen where you lose everything that you've ever had in this life. We have to keep this mindset that we have to remember it's going to be okay. But if we give up or we dissipate or we just yeah, if we give up, it's like it wins. So the big cautionary tale for this first couple of days is gather your strength and your courage and just know you're everything you need to be and everything is going to be fine. But we have to like um stand courageously and tall and just beam in and out that light like as much as we can, as frequently as we can. So just, prepare yourself the beginning part of this week. Keep doing things within the light and just bring more love and compassion into life. All right, we'll see you for the moon read in a couple of days.